Banana cake. Okay, the first thing you have to do when you're making a banana cake is preheat the oven. What temperature, Isaac?
350.
350. Okay, the next thing you have to do is get your pans ready. Same procedure as chocolate cake. Grease the pan well. Make sure the paper fits within the pan. And how many can you get in one piece of? Four. Okay? You need to put the two pans on a sheet pan, so that would be things that you need to make sure you have. Make sure when you're doing the mise en place that you have a scissors, because it'd be really hard to cut that paper out without scissors, okay? Okay, so we're ready. We're ready. So now we're ready to do the dry ingredients. And to do the dry ingredients, you need to sift it, so you need a
Strainer.
strainer would be the proper technology. And I think they might have done it already, but we're going to put it in the bowl. And we're sifting everything. We're sifting everything together in the bowl. Aha. So what are the dry ingredients? 5 dry ingredients that we need. Brandon, could you read them?
Flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt.
So, interestingly, this recipe has baking soda and baking powder. Make sure you read the lids of the containers correctly and get the right amount of each, because you don't need the same amount, okay? The baking soda will have a chemical reaction with what, Josh? In the recipe. What? With what kind of liquids it having a reaction with? Baking soda. I heard it. Buttermilk. The baking soda will have a reaction with the buttermilk. Milk, okay? If you wanted to make this cake at home and you did not have any buttermilk in the refrigerator, but you had the bananas that were going bad and you wanted to use them, does anybody know what you could substitute for the buttermilk? You could take a cup of milk and you can add a tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar, and you can let it sit for about a half an hour, and it will work just fine. We're going to mix all of the wet ingredients together. And you ought to do what to your eggs before you put them in here? Casey, what should you do to your eggs?
You should mix them.
So what do you need to do that with on your mise en place? Fork. Okay. Now our bananas, you will be using bananas that were smushed by somebody else.
Yeah.
So you need to put them in a dry measuring cup. Vanilla. Okay? So you got all of your liquids here and all of your dries in there. And your pan's ready and your oven's preheated. Those are all good things, right? Okay, you're going to turn your mixer on 1. Mix all those dry things together. And then you're going to pour in your wet. Slowly. Slowly. Okay? And use your spatula to get it all out. Make sure you've got a 1-quart measuring cup on there, because it won't fit in your 2-cup one, all the liquids. It's mixed, you're going to turn it off and you're going to put the bowl down. And you're going to get around the bottom of the bowl. Now that you got everything in there, go up to 2. Go up to 2 and let it mix for a second. Check for doneness by putting a toothpick in the cake about 1 inch from the center. If it comes out clean, your cake is done. Place the cakes on a cooling rack and set your timer for 10 minutes. I'll show you how they come out of the pan in 10 minutes. Our cake has been out of the oven now for 10 minutes and we're ready to take it out of the pan. You need a pot holder to hold on to the pan because it's still hot, and you need a butter knife to go around the edge. You want to go around the edge more than once to make sure it's not sticking. I'd go around the edge at least twice This looks like it has a spot, so we're gonna go around 3 times. Okay, and then you're going to take another cooling rack and put it on top. And flip your cake over. And you have to, quote, vent the cake. Pull up the pan a little bit. Then you're going to remove the parchment paper that you put on the pan. And then you're going to take your cooling rack and you're going to flip your cake back over again. So it's going to cool with the side that's up. Cake has to come to room temperature before you can wrap it for the freezer. It's best to freeze cakes before you frost them.